Now to the NBC News series Great Americans, where we talk with those who have achieved so much and inspired so many. This morning, Tom Llamas brings us the story of a man who's well known here. He's inspired millions to travel abroad, and he talks about why he always loves returning home to America. His new book, On the Hippie Trail, is a New York Times bestseller. Our next Great American is travel host and Washingtonian Rick Steves.
The ideals of America, that's what I love about our country. And that we live in a society that is smart, brave, and free enough to set a high bar for these ideals.
Hi, I'm Rick Steves, enjoying more of the best of Europe.
For nearly half a century, Rick Steves has made it his mission to teach Americans how to travel.
This Yankee commoner is gonna give it a try.
Very good.
His European expertise, now an empire here in America, with 70 guidebooks, 13 seasons of a television show, and a legion of fans.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Rick. Oh my gosh,
you.
we love you so much.
But behind the comfortable shoes and practical travel tips are an appreciation for simple, everyday experiences, values born in the Pacific Northwest, where Steves grew up.
That's where I caught my first salmon with my dad out there in his little boat.
His wanderlust started as a teenager after a trip with his parents.
I spent my summers in Europe on a very tight budget. I thought, hey, I could package the lessons I've learned from my travels, and then other people could learn from my mistakes rather than their own and have a better trip.
He self-published his first guide in 1980, Europe Through the Back Door, now in its 40th edition.
A back door is a place where you can connect with the culture when it is at ease. Not cliches on stage, surrounded by a bunch of tourists.
Now, 34,000 Americans join his company's tours every year, embracing Steves' push to step outside their comfort zones.
Culture shock is a constructive thing. It's the growing pains of a broadening perspective. That's the mission right now, is to help Americans travel in a way where they come home with the very best souvenir. And that's a joy. A realization that the world is filled with love. It's filled with wonderful people.
At 71, Steves still does his own research, spending 2 months every year in Europe updating his guides. But he always comes back to Edmonds, Washington, just outside of Seattle.
I could live anywhere, but I choose to live here. I think it's because of the ideals of America.
It's here that he employs more than 100 locals at Rick Steves Europe headquarters.
Because everybody wants to go on that road.
Everyone just says that and goes out and back.
He's also spent millions helping build 2 senior centers and saving a hygiene facility for the homeless.
Now 800 people who happen to be homeless in the south end of my county know that they've got a shower and a place to wash their clothes.
Steves says it's about encouraging the values he believes set America apart.
Until next time, keep on traveling.
And now his life's work focuses on giving Americans the tools to grow through travel.
Travel makes us both better citizens of the planet and, frankly, better Americans. I really believe you learn a lot about your own home by leaving it and looking at it from a distance.